What if I told you that the plants in your garden are talking? No, not in words, but through scents, signals, and even electric pulses. Science now confirms plants are alive in ways we never imagined. They warn each other of danger, help their neighbors grow, and even remember past events. Welcome to the secret life of plants, how they communicate a journey into the quiet intelligence of the green world around us. 1. Plants do more than just grow. Most people think of plants as passive life, forms rooted, still, and silent. But beneath the surface, plants are active participants in nature, constantly exchanging information. They interact with other plants, fungi, insects, and even animals in ways that mimic senses we thought only animals had. They see, smell, feel, react, and even make decisions. 2. Chemical messaging. Warning signals in the air when a plant is under attack, say. By a caterpillar chewing its leaves, it doesn't suffer quietly. It releases chemical compounds into the air, like volatile organic compounds. These molecules travel through the breeze to nearby plants, warning them of incoming danger. In response, those plants prepare their defenses by producing bitter compounds or toughening their leaves. Some scientists call this behavior plant eavesdropping. It's not just defense, it's cooperation at the level of an ecosystem. 3. Underground communication. The wood wide web. Did you know trees can talk through the soil? They do it via mycorrhizal, tiny thread-like organisms that connect the roots of plants underground. This vast underground network acts like an internet for plants. It's known as the wood wide web. Trees use this network, too. Send nutrients to young or sick plants. Warn each other of disease or drought. Identify family and help their own offspring more than strangers. Some trees even sacrifice themselves, giving away their energy to others as they die. 4. Electrical signals. Plants have a nervous system. While plants don't have brains, they do have electrical activity, much like animals. When touched, wounded, or exposed to light, plants send electrical impulses through their tissues. Think of it as a plant's nervous system. One famous plant, the Mimosa pudica, folds its leaves instantly when touched. The reason? It's using electrical signals to react to the environment, possibly as a defense mechanism. Other plants also adjust their internal chemistry after sensing sunlight or trauma via electric pathways, proving they are more responsive than we imagined. 5. Talking to animals. A call for help. Plants don't just talk to other plants. They also communicate with insects and animals. When a plant is attacked by herbivores, it releases scents to attract predatory insects that eat the attackers. It's like shouting, "Help! I'm being eaten, come get these pests." Some flowers emit UV signals and complex scents that guide pollinators like bees or butterflies. These signs say, "Come here for nectar." And in return, the plant is pollinated. It's not random, it's strategic cooperation. 6. Plant memory and decision-making. Can a plant remember, surprisingly? Yes. In 2014, scientists trained mimosa plants to ignore repeated harmless stimuli. At first, they folded when touched. But after a while, they learned not to react to non-threatening touches. Even after days or weeks, they've retained this memory, a trait once believed to require a brain. Other experiments show plants can choose whether to grow toward light or moisture depending on conditions, evaluating their best chances for survival. This suggests a primitive form of intelligence without consciousness, but with awareness. 7. Singing roots and vibrations. Yes, you read that right, roots may sing. Some researchers found that roots emit high-frequency clicking sounds as they grow, possibly to sense their surroundings or communicate. Other plants can respond to vibrations, such as the sound of caterpillars chewing. Some even detect running water and grow toward it, guided by sound. This means plants are not deaf to their world. They are attuned to it in subtle, powerful ways. 8. Why this changes everything. Understanding that plants communicate, respond, and remember reshapes how we think about life. It tells us Plants are not passive objects, but dynamic life forms. Ecosystems are built on cooperation, not just competition. The intelligence of life is diverse and not limited to brains. In a world where forests are being destroyed, this knowledge gives us a reason to protect plant life not just for oxygen, but for the living network they sustain. 9. What we can learn from plants. Plants teach us about patience, resilience, and connection. They survive without greed, flourish without noise, and give more than they take. If we listen closely, the green world around us has a lot to say. They remind us, life is not only about movement, it's about awareness. Not every conversation needs words. And sometimes, the quietest beings carry the deepest wisdom. So next time you walk through a garden or forest, remember, you're surrounded by life that feels, remembers, and speaks in its own way. The language of plants isn't loud, but it's powerful and real. If you found this world of green intelligence fascinating, give this video a like. Subscribe for more secrets of nature and share it with someone who still thinks plants are just decoration. Because the more we understand nature, the more we understand ourselves.